Hey buds, welcome back to Battles and welcome back to another random ass reaction. Okay, I'm at the end of my trip and I figured I'd do one more of these random episode reactions in a different place while I'm here. So I'm hoping this is a better quality and better setup and look than the last one. And every time we do this, I intend to get a little bit better and I don't know, make it a little bit more fun. Because again, I do enjoy doing these. I just get a little nervous about the production quality and stuff like that as I'm kind of getting used to it. And I figured with these one episode like one-offs, we kind of can do that while we're here. When I get back, we have a lot more other shows to work on and content to do, so I'm going to update you guys on that once I get back and settled in and figure out what my attack plan is for all that stuff. In the meantime, this is going to be RWBY episode something. I don't remember where we're at, but I do know that we just finished fighting, what was it, Tyrion? And that was a mess. So I'm excited to see what happens with this. But it was a great time hanging out with everybody, with like Morgan Reacts, Not So Average Fangirl, Wee Lass, Omni, Tamada. Everybody is fantastic and perfect, and I love them so much. And I'm excited to talk more about them in a situation where I'm not nervous about the quality of the content. So let's get started with this episode.
Really? No questions?
Of course we have questions.
They're powerful fighters that don't need dust to use magic.
Oh, we're talking about maidens now. I thought we were just kind of talking about like the overall like, hey, you're gonna be bumping into people that are gonna beat the shit out of you a little bit more than what you're used to. You know, we have like, you know, your generic enemies and like, you know, maybe some brats every now and then, the kind of what you're used to at the school, but like, these people are on a whole fucking different level. You're going to get your shit rocked. There was 4 of you versus 1 Tyrion. If there was one more person there, I think they probably would have lost. They might have all died. We would have lost RWBY, and that she would have been absorbed and taken to do something with her eyes.
Whoever was in their thoughts last. Important distinction. Best option, it's someone we can trust. Regardless, their souls become combined, in a way.
If they're so important, you know, if you think that like you have these 4 people in the world that have this kind of power, and you're like, you know what, as whoever's in their thoughts last will get the power of them. Like that's a lot of responsibility. Don't you think you would have like one other person to travel with each of these maidens? Yeah, I know that they deserve like their own life and stuff like that, but like if you're traveling, because the Fall Maiden was traveling a far distance. She was on a path, and she had a horse. She was ready for a fucking journey. If they're this important, and this technically this strong, you wouldn't have to worry about it, but like there's strong people out there too. I would have backup. I would travel in pairs. I would have bodyguards. I would have people know where I am. I would have people like Crow that can turn into a crow and kind of watch from a distance or some shit like that. Or even like a camera from the fucking sky, a drone, something. Irresponsibility.
And the fact that you're someone that was able to use them seems to have upset some very powerful people. Not many people know about the Silver Eyes, but those that do aren't very happy that one has surfaced.
That one has surfaced. The ones that do know about the Silver Eyes are not happy that one has surfaced. What the fuck does that mean? You know? Because like, it wasn't Ublek. Oh god, I always confuse all the O names together. The guy that ran the school. All right, it's been a while since I said his name, I guess, but he also knew about the Silver Eyes. I wonder if also that was a main reason why she got in, or if it was her skill as well, which could easily be both. But he's like, oh, we got to keep track of this thing, and that's why she was let in, maybe as young as she was, you know. But like even with her skill, it's kind of like might as well let her in.
They were brothers. The older sibling, the god of light, found joy in creating forces of life. Meanwhile, the younger brother, the god of darkness, spent his time creating forces of destruction.
It's always 2 brothers, isn't it? It's always 2 men ruining everything. No, it's so I wonder if the Silver Eyes are linked to the Child of Light, and then there's like Dark Eyes that link to the Child of Darkness. So I wonder if RWBY is somewhat of a reflection or like a parallel or an upside downy version of we call her Mother, because I don't remember her name, the one in charge of the evil people, you know, because like, just my first instinctual thing is just like light eyes, you know what I mean? what else did he say back here? It was like, oh yeah, I was gonna just talk about like RWBY, like just how things are run just could have been done in a more efficient way, like with the schooling and keeping track of people and just the maidens in general, unless something is being done on purpose. You know, unless there is someone of power within our like adult responsibility group that is like letting kind of things happen and letting things unfold to get certain outcomes. Because it's like, what it comes down to me is like, there's so much things that like feel like they slipped through the cracks or shouldn't have happened that way because of irresponsibility, which could be like just someone being like, no, in order for this to happen, this needs to happen and this needs to happen. So they see the bigger picture. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get at.
Younger brother went and made something that shared his innate desire to destroy anything and everything.
The creatures of Grimm.
Yeah.
You guessed it. The older brother had finally had enough, knowing that their feud couldn't last like this forever.
Interesting. This is a very important lore episode. What the fuck? Like having the brother make a never-ending birth of grim creatures to constantly keep everything else down. But like, how the fuck does that work? Like, is this brother still alive now and still making things? Or does he have children of his own that also share that same kind of passion? And maybe the children that trickled down from both of them are like direct descendants of who they are. So Mother would be a direct descendant of him, and then RWBY would be, well, not direct descendant, but you know what I mean, a descendant of Light, and Light has the ability to erase the bad shit kind of thing. So they have more of like a counter ability. I always love these because like I love going on tangents and being like, this would be a really cool idea if they did this and this and this, and sometimes it's like, actually it is a really cool idea because that's the case, because that's a really, like, that's how things work here. Or it's like, hey, you're very much overthinking everything and it's completely in the wrong direction, which is my specialty.
Is it warm in Vale?
Huh?
It just seems like your outfit doesn't cover very much.
Oh.
It covers plenty.
I mean, a little...
That's kind of wild. That's I mean, I guess that's a dad's perspective of like, hey, I mean, you're not even wearing a fucking undershirt, okay? Is it warm where you are? Because you're wearing a fucking jacket over nothing, and you got a patch of grass on your chest. I don't know why I'm looking at my phone directly. You guys are one of these 3 circles over here. So, I think she gets it from her father. All right, let's not sass her about that when you're looking as slutty as you do, sir.
Son?
Whoa! This isn't the bathroom! I'll just be going. Sorry to interrupt this tender family moment.
That alone, that last 5 seconds there, was so much emotion and like, just display of like the thought process and like just basically how surprised he was and how uncomfortable he was and all that shit. Like, I've never seen a character go through that many facial exercises, you know, emotions while in the show in general. Look at
Whoa! This isn't the bathroom!
Right? Like, just the quality itself of like the expressions. Like, what? Yeah. You know, and it's like, because like the show is like slowly increasing in quality and stuff like that, which again, like, I will always love the first. We just recently, me, Morgan Reacts, Tabata, We Last Reactions, and Not So Average Fangirl, we all rewatched the first 2 volumes. We were gonna do the 3rd, but again, like, we just did not have enough time. And like, I will always love, like, the first few volumes of this as well, but like the quality will never make me like diminish the show whatsoever. And again, it's a conversation we have with like JoJo's and stuff like that, but like people are like, oh, be careful of the quality, but I know some people get it, like it bothers them with stuff like that. But for me, again, like it was like nostalgic for me, even though I watched it like a few months ago. I'm like, look how bright everything is. Look at how fucking pale everybody is.
Some people can absorb electricity, and some people can burst into rose petals. And some people are just born unlucky. My semblance isn't like most. It's not exactly something I do.
Interesting.
It's always there, whether I like it or not. I bring misfortune. I guess you could call me a bad luck charm. Comes in real handy when I'm fighting an enemy. But it makes it a little...
I keep forgetting that sometimes we don't know exactly everybody's like actual semblances or not. Because like there's people that have like abilities and their weapons like are like dual purpose. So like the actual abilities of them, I kind of forget from time to time. Like Yang's is the charge up thing. RWBY's is the speed. I think Weiss's is the summon. And then Blake's is the cloning, you know? So like, but they don't, like some of them use them a fuck ton. You're right, but like Weiss doesn't use her super often and we don't see like Yang's all the time necessarily, but that's the case with like everybody we bump into. Everybody's got like a crazy they have different like types of moves they use, but their semblance, their main ability is something completely different sometimes. So like that's the fun part about like sometimes like fighting a new unit, a new person, whatever the fuck it is like what is their combat skill? What the fuck is their weapon choice? How's the weapon work with their fighting style? What is their semblance and how does everything correlate to that? You know, so it's just like the layers upon layers of like how intricate these characters can get, their personality traits, like while fighting, which is the stuff that we talk about a lot because again, there's a lot of effort and a lot of attention that's put into those things. So like finding that stuff out and like breaking that shit down is one of my favorite things about this show. Of like 1,000 different things about the show. Like I was talking to the girls like a few days about this when we were watching this. I'm like, I fucking love this show. I love this show, and I know like they talk about like how like it was popular back in the day, but like it's still, I feel like it still deserves even more attention than what it has now. I still don't see enough cosplays of these people. I still don't see enough people talking about the fucking like this show is so good. I love so many things about it, and I will talk about this every episode if I fucking have to. Don't walk too far.
There's nothing else you want to tell us?
Not tonight.
Do you think that's somebody else that's part of his group, or do you think that's just a bird? Because he was almost like he was kind of upset with that bird, and I wonder if God, not one of the mothers, like Yang's mom, could also be turned into a crow necessarily. You know, how many people have that fucking ability to do that? Are we at the end of this episode? We've actually got a longer episode. It's 20 minutes compared to like, what, 12 or 15?
We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
What about breakfast? What the fuck?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh, the poison. Oh my god. Are we just at the end of the episode? I forgot all about the poison. So he got stung by it. Well, he got slashed, right, by it? Or his blade, something. And it could have coated like some kind of poison on it. So there's no fucking way we're losing Crow, right? Crow seems way too integral to like the lore of the girls. And I like having him here, and I would like to see him fight at his full capacity, which he kind of was, but I feel like he was still like, wasn't necessarily, because he was still like holding back a little bit. I don't know. I still want to see more Crow, and I feel like we haven't fully seen everything yet, and I would like to think that there's going to be more. So ideally, we could heal him to some capacity, but we'll see. But hopefully, again, you guys like this kind of reaction of like random shit. Again, I do want to do more travels and do more conventions and stuff like that. I love meeting everybody. I do want to meet more of you guys as well. So I'll make sure I announce stuff on my Instagram. Is probably where more I'll announce stuff. So make sure you go follow me over there. But otherwise, I have a lot of content coming up. So please let me know if you enjoyed this. If this was a little bit better than last time, even if it's like a smidge better than it was last time, banging. All right, I will take that. So that is what I'm looking for you guys. And you guys are like, I still enjoy this, and you sound better, and it looks better. I like the lighting here. Baby steps is what we take here. All right, and I will make sure I sacrifice as least amount as I can as possible to slowly we'll build that up. You know, that's why I like doing the one episodes at a time and stuff like that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.